Oh, hey, it's May. And the energy update that just came through, they just jump right the heck in. So let me just qualify this with, hey, welcome. If this is your first time here or your 80th time here, what we do here is we're participating in a living mystery school. Those of us who are here in the Luminous Mysteries, well, we're saying, like, I want more. So you can do the initiations or you can study on your own. But when you participate here, it's because you have a sincere desire in your soul to remember how to do these things, to commit to the mystery, the my story, not the history of his story. Remington Donovan, god dang, it's so good. And it didn't come from Remington. It came through Remington from somebody else. I'm sorry, I don't remember who that is. But we're committed to the mysteries. We're committed to remembering. And as we remember, well, it goes out through us and blesses the all. Pretty cool. A lot of terms came in today while I was, I know it really was channeling. A lot of this was channeling today. So as I was channeling, there were words that came through that are hekaus that you may or may not know. Hekaus are the Egyptian magic words. Magic words. The words, the sounds that created the universe. The Sanskrit will have them. Certainly the Kabbalah. Why do I not know what the Judaic word for their ancient... I don't have it right now, so sorry. But there are some ancient languages that have held these things, and brain not working today. You'll find out why inside. So if you hear phrases that are new to you, don't let it glitch you out. See if you can find the rhythm of it, and you're like, oh, that one feels good. You'll get more teachings on that inside too. And if it's a really big deal, make sure you show up in your Q&A and you're like, hey, what does that mean and where was it from? Because everything that came through has been transmitted to you and taught in other initiations. We didn't drop anything new in today unless this is all new to you. And it's also not new to you. Do you know that? You've done this in other lives, which is why this feels like home, which is why you find your way to us and you're like, oh my God, I love you guys. I love you too. We do. We participate in a new way of love here. So get on in there, but know that it like comes in hot and heavy, baby. So maybe right now, let yourself like get into a chill place. Get into a place of receiving so that you can play with whatever's coming through. And maybe pen and paper for afterwards because there's some stuff inside that you may want to capture afterwards. And pause it as needed because it did come through very like download energy, as Jessa Reed says. It feels very hectic, right? It feels manic at times. Yeah, you got some manic ahead of you. So pause it where you need to. You do this on a way that is safe for your body. Because these bodies, do you know how good these bodies have done? I keep looking at all my new curves and I'm like, we did so good. This is the body that survived. It took the hits and it protected and shielded us so that we can be here now for the blessings. So you take care of your body first because that's the temple of you. Okay, I'll see you inside, babe. Precious one, welcome to May 2021. The energy update. Whoa! I will say for me in this moment, it feels a little bit manic. And I checked in with, those keepers of the Luminous Mysteries. And I'm like, really now? Yeah, this is where we need to transmit from. And this is what's up. Because chances are you're feeling it too. I haven't been able to sleep for days. So looking at the Schumann resonance, frequency of Gaia, typically around a 7 or an 8, hit 96 yesterday. 96. So my experience, thanks. Do they want that? Okay, great. I can share my experience. My experience is that there's almost like a kuno kuku. Thank you. They say it's not mine. So I guess we're jumping right in. Lo kuku. What's going on right now on the planet is there's a mega activation that's being funneled through. It's being funneled through the Akashic field, right? Through the grids of Gaia, because that's the Akashic field. We'll be working with that this month a bit more. But the frequency that's coming through in that right now is intense. So there's been a very big, for the last year, there's been the wake-up call. This is coming in as the like fucking hark all the bells. I don't even know the words enough for it, but like this for whom the bell tolls, this is it. As many as possible waking up. So it's coming through with this ignition energy. So if you're having trouble sleeping, well, that would make sense. If you're not being able to eat the same things, or if you're evacuating your body more than normal, yeah, this is it. What I've gotten to witness is also the sacred masculine is waking up. Hallelujah. We've been waiting for this. So the masculine is done their work, and they're stepping forward now in very cool ways. And thanks, gentlemen, for finally joining the flippin' party. And it wasn't that you were resistant to joining the party. It's that you've been in a lot of deprogramming. So congratulations. This feels like a very big time of celebration. And it's almost like glitching out. They're just showing me the Akashic grid around the earth. It's glitching out now because it's almost dissolving itself. So much fire is moving through it. So we're going to be working with a lot of water elements today to balance you a little bit. Water and earth is what we're going to be doing to balance you, to help make this transition less abrasive on a physical system. It also feels like, God damn it, excuse me. It feels like there could be another rash of people leaving the planet. Longing for home, homesick for the stars is the card that I pull on that. So just know if there are people who are deciding to make their exit now, it's in their best interests. It's with their choice. They're ready to go home. So please don't see that as frightening, as scary, or as traumatic. This is creating quite a big portal for them to leave. They get to go home. Because not everybody is going to choose to stay on the planet through these vibrations to go through the evolution. You will. Because you know this is the party. You know this is like the party that just like hit, countdown till midnight and it's go time. How juicy, huh? I wanted to open up the Akashic Records of May. I don't know that I need to do that. 6 of Pentacles is the card that I pull right away. So again, this is going to be coming in with that balanced energy as well. Masculine and feminine beginning to work together. The feminine and masculine within, not just outside of us, but those within ourselves. We've been doing a lot of work this year, and even in that 6 of Pentacles energy, the investment that you've put into you. Oh, babe, can you feel it paying off? I certainly have since I've been back from Mexico. It's pretty cool. Landing from Mexico, not cool at all. Like shitting myself on a plane, not cool at all. Sorry, was that too much? Too much. Not cool at all. And I remember talking to Amanda No in that time, and she's like, Amanda tracks usually a couple weeks ahead of me. She's a couple weeks ahead on the timeline, and she's like, oh, it's real good. Oh, it's real good. So I'm here to tell you, wherever you're at on this timeline, oh my God, I swear it's worth it. I swear it's worth it because you're so close. Because the investment that you've been putting into you, into your self-care, into your self-love, into unprogramming yourself from the matrix, it's what we've been waiting for. Okay. Cool. They want us to invoke the elements today. And they want us to really do this through earthy energy. So we're going to move into an activation now. That was the transmission part of our program. We're now moving into an activation piece. So this means if you're driving, stop. You don't do activations while you're driving because stay on one timeline, goodness sake. We don't need you veering off into other dimensions. And allowing all of us to come together through breath. Wherever you're at on timeline, taking a pause. And can you hear, like, I can't even use words the right way. This has also been what we've been, isn't that cool? Really fucking cool. Words aren't coming through because the transmission is coming so much faster. So this is also activating telepathy. We're finding soul families in different ways. We're finding partners in different ways. We're able to communicate with each other because that Akashic grid that's held together the planet, well, it's now just gone offline because we never needed it to be online because we have other ways of talking to each other. Goodness sake. So words might be failing you at times. I will apologize for myself over and over because I'm a little bit of a word nerd. It's frustrating. And yet, hey, ego, you can feel me without me giving words, right? Shall we do that? Let's do that. And they want you just to come into the center of your body now. If you know that is the throne or the root shenka of you, the muat. Breathing deeply into belly. And giving yourself permission to be present. And it's almost like freezing all of the timelines. Everything's moving very fast around you. Can you be still? From that stillness, allow your heart to open. Allow your third eye to open. And if breathing together as a circuit, you could breathe in at root, exhale at heart, inhale at third eye. Loop it back down, exhaling at heart, inhaling at root. And you can see there's this, little snaky serpentine energy that's moving on you if we look at you from the side. They also like the idea of a microcosmic breath today. Would you like us to do that instead? No, let's make sure that root shenka, heart shenka, and third eye are linked now, please. Inhaling and exhaling wherever it feels right to you. Thanks. They say the evolution and the fire of it can be live wire in the energy field. And if you're feeling like a live wire, this is really sweet. They're bringing us to Mut. Mut, cosmic goddess, like original mother, Mut. And see yourself floating in the cosmic ocean of bliss. It's the Mermanah. Maybe it's Sapsa. Chanting as it feels appropriate to you. Mermanah. May you're at Sapsa. Maybe just a Sa. So letting these energies of your breath connect while floating in the cosmic ocean so that it pulsates out of you. Creates ripples that others may pick up. We're in a quickening of the awakening. Human system being upgraded. You know, they keep saying, like, if you've gained weight during this time, it will shift very quickly. Give it permission to do so. No limitations, no beliefs around how that looks. Anything else that you would like to let go of that feels like a limitation to you being the truest, highest version of you as written in the Akasa. Hand that over now. Just allowing yourself to float in the cosmic ocean. Your only job is breath. We just had a whole lot of galactic beings come in and witness you. The celebration for humans making it this far. I also don't like that anybody's fucking watching us, so 1 second please as we set some better boundaries around this. Excuse me. Floating naked over here in the cosmic ocean of bliss. I don't need any observers. They're laughing about it now. They're reminding them that they are brothers and sisters. They're ones, they say, who are just a little further on the timeline than you and I are. If you would like to work with them, give permission, and they may come forward with a message for you specifically. I don't want them doing it while you're in the cosmic ocean naked. Would you instead see that golden door that's over there to your left? If you would like to go into the golden door to work with this being, ask them who they are and what it is they would like to share with you, and you can choose whether you want it or not. Dang it. If you'd like to continue floating and staying with the breath, of root to heart to third eye, to heart to root, to heart to third eye. Sanai nor no se I shai na u kuku lai inani iki aorne yai sno shai lai no ko orne ya nani sanai halaur ko ro so ro lai no kuku no sanai laur no kuku hei kiki. A lot of Venus energies coming through in this watery energy wherever you're at in that golden door, working with a new friend. Lor no kuku nai sanai lao no kuku. It feels like that new friend will also be an ally, not only supporting you through your quickening process, but also allowing you to step in more securely into path of purpose so that you may help others, because you're further in a timeline than somebody else. Haur no kuku lao na ilai na na I so ku shao no siki ya na ya uku lo ku. And they're telling me that I'm doing too much of light language in my body, that I need to open up my crown differently. So one moment, please. I'm drinking water, maybe breathing. This is what we call the download energy, right? Woo. In it, luku oof. Kundalini awake, luku no usrai. If you'd like to join me in this moment, if you are in the golden door room, come back into floating in the cosmic ocean. If you'd like to receive this activation of crown chakra, if you'd like to not receive it and just continue staying exactly where you are with the soothing and sweetness that's being offered to you through the Venus planetary vibrations, do that. So si ki na urni ki na I ki no kusna si sha and feeling at the top of your head just something opening, giving it permission to open a little bit bigger than it ever has before. Your own light language may want to come through. Please let it. Big inhale and then exhaling through crown, please. Inhale. Exhaling through crown, letting it rain out. Ubinim nubit. 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 Letting that rain of cosmic fire come out through crown, giving permission to just be bigger than you were when we started today. And that cascading of fire is all around you, activating within your Taurus field. And almost allowing this golden droplet that might have, thank you, it almost feels like there was a plug that might have been on your crown shanka, that crown chakra. The plug has just come off. It's melted away like a piece of wax, and now something bigger is open. Ubinim Nubit. Ubinim Nubit. They're asking me not to define any of the hekaus that are coming through today. If you chant them and they work for you, let that be enough. Meaning doesn't matter when you know the vibrations of the universe. Ooh, heard. What does it feel like when you say it? And that's what it means. Ubinim Nubit. Ubinim Nubit. Ubinim Nubit. Ubinim Nubit. And just feel how you have come calmer. You've taken this influx of energies that's all around you or might be ripping through you, and you've given it form and purpose to feed your enlightenment and your bliss. Thanks. I want you to go now. If you've been in that cosmic ocean, we all should be there. Would you come back into your body? You may want to open your eyes and wiggle a little bit. Hey, wiggle, wiggle. Wiggle, wiggle. And I want you instead now to come into some earthy energy. Come into root. Muat. Throwing at you, baby. Allowing those feet shankas to open up. Skin of the earth. Earth of the skin. Cool. And just let yourself connect with Gaia through your feet, but almost as if, again, shankas are opening up on the feet and you're able to like sink into her. And it's so sweet because it's not that you're just sinking into her, like she's reaching up to you, you're reaching down to her, and there's this other matrix of energy that's going on. So that everything that you do in your path of enlightenment is fed to her so that it may feed and activate and bless others. All blessings for you are blessings for the all. All blessings for you are blessings for the all. All blessings for you are blessings for the all. And knowing that we just did some work up there with Venus, would you allow those Venusian energies, hey, the ease of love to move through your body as you continue connecting, receiving from, being one with Gaia. Gaia asks for you to hand over anything that's been weighing heavy on you. Knowing it to be a limitation in your path of destiny, letting it go back to her now. You don't need to know how. You just need to ask for help. Stay here as long as you would like. If you'd like to pause it, please do. They're bringing me to another place now. So when you're ready, coming back into your body, allowing those feet to stay open. So we're in constant communication with Gaia. That never needs to close, by the way. You can always just like cycle through whatever she needs. A very good way of grounding. Not cute. This lady is also sitting with like a massive chunk of hematite because this is what I need right now. Likino kuku. Thanks. Bringing you up to throat shanka if you'd like to be there with me, this place of timelessness outside of space. We're actually moving into space. What is happening is new. In case you couldn't tell, this is new. And in this newness, there's more delight than fear. Pay attention to that frequency. Keep following the joy, knowing that we've been working on this for quite some time, and you're doing great. Following this path of joy. Letting all limitations to joy expand because they're absurd. Thank you. Being very cautious with your language in this next month, and especially if you're going to be going through the Akashic initiation or the advanced activations with us, very cautious with words. Very cautious with words. You're being paid attention to right now as you're creating things. I haven't been able to cuss as much as normal. That was weird. Also, have mostly quit smoking weed. Weird. None of it feels like it's just, oh yeah, shifted out of that for a minute. So fascinating. So being cautious with words. Because everything that you're saying now and for the next several months, thank you, carrying us all the way through to August, these are being taken as directives. They are codes for creation. Being very careful of what you speak, and each time that you hear a limitation, going into that Akashic field and clearing it if you can, clearing that limitation, clearing that vow, giving it back to whatever ancestor put it into place for you, so that you get to be very new. Your divine child. And the divine child sometimes needs protection. Don't go talking about your blessings. Don't go sharing stuff. Instead, radiate joy. Tango on the inside. And if anybody's like, what's got you so happy? You're like, all of it. All of it is pretty amazing. Because this need for protection... thanks. The need for protection is not because there's anything bad out there, but like it's a germinating seed. It needs to be watered. It needs to be tended. It's a little tender right now. Tender, tended. I know, aren't we cute? Just think of it like whenever you're planting seed and that seedling, you know how you have to like bring it inside, bring it outside. I always kill the seeds. FYI. I'm really good with starter plants, but seeds, I wish I was better at that part. I'm so sorry. Lo siento, plantitas. I love you, but I don't know how to do that part so well. So more fostering the protection than, thank you, that's cute. They're saying like not a hard shield that you have up. You don't need the shield up. You just need to protect it a little bit from the elements because this fire is so intense. So work with your water and work with your earth. Thank you. How can wind be a better ally to us right now? They say listen to the wind. Listen to the wind. Duh, always listen to the wind. And if wind isn't necessarily your ally quite yet, listen to the winged ones, the ones who ride on the wind. They've got big messages for you too. Okay, that feels like a good place to close today. Some rapid fire activations and informations that were informations. Back to it. Yeah, cool. I'm not channeling anymore. Back to me and my words suck again. Rad. Use this throughout the month of May. It does feel like we are in a portal of lots of fun for the next few months. These are not the hard places. Any place that it's hard is just because you're holding on too tight and you've got to let it go. The Akashic. You know that word for the Akashic? What's karma? It's the iron fingers that are holding on to shit. I remember that all the time. Anytime I'm like, I want it this way. And they're like, iron fingers much? Cool. Cheba is the word for that. We worked on that in the last Akashic. I don't think we're going to be doing so much this time, so go back there if you need to. Or if it comes up for a lot of us, because, you know, who knows what comes through in that container. And maybe by the time you're watching this, you're already in that container and you're like, girl, we already did that. Cool. I don't... Timelines, it's so cute. There's more joy coming if you can allow yourself and watch for the places where your own limitations don't let you feel all the joy. And all of the things that were offered in here today are to blow the lid off of your limitations. Can't wait to hear how it goes. Will you make sure to talk with us in the Q&A later this month? I don't have a date in front of me now because timelines. But I would love to hear what your experiences are with this so that as it's again moving through us, it's moving through the collective at large. Yeah.